Greetings and welcome to Mindustry. I'm Dgray and this will be a brand new game on our channel. I've heard a bit about it before, and from what I understand it's a mix between Factorio, or has a lot of the Factorio kinds of elements with the resource gathering, the base building and defending from enemies. But it also has a campaign that is a bit different than Factorio. So for one, each of them are locked into different things that you need to unlock until you can go here. So here we need to unlock the router. And the way you unlock these things is completing the maps below and researching things in, what's it called, the tech tree. The tech tree follows you between levels, so that is actually quite cool. So far I've played for about 10 minutes. I just did the tutorial. That's why I have a small amount of resources. And I've tried this game once before, quite a ways back, but since I enjoyed it so much, I wanted to share it with you guys. It's very cool. But do comment if you enjoy this kind of content, and if you want to see more of it, then I will continue to make a series out of it and make it maybe played more regularly on the channel. But before we go into the first map, let's just spend a bit of the resources buying some of the things here. Can we buy anything? We can get copper walls because the reds and the router. So at least I want the router. I remember that is quite important to have, since they make everything a lot easier when building. And let's get the copper walls, so we have at least something to start with. This will make our defense of our base a lot easier. But enough of me rambling. Let's get into a map or a game so I can show you what this is all about. So let's take ground zero. It's pretty much a survival. Best wave is free. That was from my tutorial. So let's try and see if we can reach wave 15. So we can get whatever loadout is. So let's see if we can do that. So this is the end game. As you can see, this is our character. You can move around at a nice quick speed. I enjoy very much that it's so responsive and good. As you can see in the top left, this is when the waves of mobs will attack. We can start the waves by clicking this, but let's wait a second with that. Down here we have mechanical drills. They mine resources for us and put it into our core. The same with this one, mining it for our defense. At the bottom right we have our crafting menu with all the things we can make, and then we have the patches here where we can mine resources. And I don't think they ever run out, I think they're infinite. So let's start this. As I've said before, I've played it a few times, so I might just do a bit more advanced plays, or advanced for me, but probably not advanced for endgame people. But first things first, let's just get a few more mining drills here, so we can get some into the core. Let's get a few more. And even if you guys have played this before, do comment if I'm doing this completely wrong, and how I can fix it if I am doing it completely wrong. Since I definitely want to get better at this game, because it's quite cool. I enjoy it very, very much. So there we are. Let's just get some more copper in. And then I'll move to the thing I said before, where I'll put down my turret somewhere else than here. That is because in this game, mobs spawn one place, at least in this map. That's all the way here up north, in an area we can go into. So what I found out in the small test I did is that if you build some defense here, you don't have to defend the rest of it, and everything will be a lot easier to manage. So I'll just show you how that works, at least the setup that I think is quite good. I'm guessing one of you can tell me why it's completely bad. But if we do this, we'll then take some here to get out all the resources. And then we'll get a router. That is an extremely powerful thing that will help us a lot in the future. Then we can do some defense right there. That might have been a bit overkill on that. Let's do a bit less. There we are. And then connect up some belts running below this. Actually should have made these a bit further into the middle. I think that would have been a better. So a router below. They only cost 3, but if you do a row of routers, they'll be able to route into every defense along the line. That makes it so much easier to manage. So now this one will get some resources, and if we do it over here, these will get resources as well. Let's do the same just over here. Could probably take it from right here, so we don't need to do a second one. But let's just show you this part. And get some belts to drag up the resources this way. And let's do a nice little defense line here as well. With some dew. This should be able to defend us for the foreseeable future. If I am correct. So as you can see, 1 second until they spawn. And to be honest, I can just help it out here in the beginning. Since most of this will just defend itself. And look, I can attack. And these will attack as well. Of course, we will need to get some walls up. Since this definitely won't last as long without walls. So, these are at least working. So let's start to expand down at our main base as well. Just getting in all the resources we need. We can then remove this part. And let's see if we can take a bit more of these resources. There we are. Let's just drag it all into our base. Maybe doing it the other way instead. There we are. So now we're taking most of these resources. Let's just move this one. And get the rest in from below. I think it can easily handle that. So now we got some resources. We want to get more to flow down here. So we'll have to make some way of getting it flowing into the base. And that is pretty much just with conveyor belts. But before we do that, let's just fix our defense up here. And can we do this without it complaining? Yeah, we can queue up things. That is very nice that we can do that. What is the range we can build at? Oh, that's pretty decent range. Then we can do this, and same over here. And then we'll just let this build. Unless, oh yeah, there was a max range. But this should... oh, it then just starts when we get close. That's cool. So now that has been built, and we'll be able to start to get a few more things set up here. First things first, I want a lot more copper flowing into our base. So here we are. Let's just get these two hooked up. Here and there. That should be most of the copper here flowing in. And then we'll just need to hook all of this up to our main factory. One thing I noticed in the tutorial was that if you control click and drag, you'll be able to do it diagonally. And that might actually be good in this situation. We just kind of wanted to go down here. And then go straight down. And into the core. So, oh, I have to drag it the right way. There you are. So that should give us a lot of copper flowing in. Let's just hook up the rest. That seems good. And the same over here. And it seems we will try to place it through buildings, even though it can't always. Then let's hook up this one as well, getting even more resources in. And the reason I'm doing this and not just jumping directly for what's it called, wave 15, is that we need all of these resources to upgrade the things we can produce. Or upgrading the tech tree even, is what I'm trying to say. So let's just hook all of this up, drag it down to just right here. And there we are. That is a lot of copper flowing in now. And we'll then need to grab some of the other things. One of the other very good things to get is the lead. That is used for, from what my understanding right now is, a lot of the tech tree. So setting up a bit of mining for that. There might be a better way to do this, to be honest, because I kind of want to cover as much as possible. So that's 4. Can easily go out there. That can still get out. And let's just do that. That should be able to get all of it out. At least some place. You can go this way and get you to go down here. That should be all of them producing out. And then we can drag this across to just, let's take it down here first. And drag it across to right here. And let this one go down all the way to the main base. So now we have lead flowing in. And we can just go up here and grab some more. I think we do have enough copper flowing in for now. So let's just hook up the rest of these. This is all being built. That's good. Let's just fill in the rest of these. Might be a bit wasteful. But that is fine. I'm only going for wave 15. So let's see here. Let's remove all the ones we don't need from here. All that junk. All of this. And we could just remove this as well. And hook these up a bit better. So mining drill. There's the one here. There's one there. That's not gonna work. Let's just do this then. To right here and there. So that is good enough. And we should be able to get most of the things we need. And can we just drag it diagonally? We can. That was very easy. Go out this way, please. And go down. And then we'll just hook up to this one with a router. So that should be even more lead flowing in. And I think we have another lead somewhere. We do over here. Please get rid of you. Don't think it's used for anything yet. Let's get this hooked up. And that is somewhat good like that. So please do builds. Just here for now. And that should be all of them hooked up, I think. And we could just take it over here. I don't think we will run into any issues with that. But if we do fill up this belt, we'll just have to change it again. And I can see we're missing one right there. So there we are. So hopefully this will fix itself. So now we just kind of need to make sure that we can support it down here. We have about 2k coming in of this. And let's just continue to the next wave. Just to, yeah. We want to launch a wave 15. That is my plan for now. But it seems we are producing a bit too much for this to handle it. I don't think we can upgrade belts yet. So a way to solve that might just be getting a second one to run in. And then we can try to do a junction. So what if we just do this? You can run down parallel to this one. And just do that. And one thing I haven't tried to do before is use a junction. But what I understand is pretty much just making sure that this one can go to the other side without interference. And then we can do the same here. And then we can go down. Without this junction, this would be quite hard to do, or quite annoying to do. But at least now we should have both belts flowing down. That is correct. So that looks very, very good. And this should defend us for the foreseeable future. So let's just get some waves going. Let's get some more copper in. We could just deal the last little patch here, and then we have all of it running. I want to do it. I think this will be fine. Then have the rest on the outside. I don't know how important it is to get all of them when doing this, but I think this will be more than good enough. Get a router. And drag you down. Please go this way. Oh, it's already full. No, it's not. Oh, it's already full. You can only store 4K copper, so we're actually way above what we can store. So this was a bit wasteful. But then let's just get all of this killed. This should probably defend us for the foreseeable future. Let's just get another wall. To be completely safe. And then let's go for tier 15. Tier 15, wave 15. And see if anything exciting shows up. So as you can see, that is very, very good. Also, if the sound is too loud, do comment, and then I will try to turn it down a bit. At least in terms of fighting. Come on, a bit more. We could just add a second row of these since we have the resources for it. I don't know if it's needed, but you can never have too much defense. And there we are. So now it's just going through a few waves. We got to wave 10. And I don't know if we should go for further than wave 15. Now wave 15 is our goal right now, so let's stick with that. Oh, whoops. We have something mixed in. We do not want that. Because there's a chance that this will jam down here then, if we have copper coming in without having room for it. So yes, let's continue to wave 15. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes. And then I think this is a very good place to stop soon. And to be honest, I'm enjoying this a lot. I like the whole premise of how this works. And if you enjoy it as well, please write so in the comments and give the video some likes. That will show me that this is something you want to see more of. I at least very much want to do more of it. So yeah, look at that. It jams, like I said before, so we can just fix it like this. Just building some walls to make sure that these can flow in. Or we could just remove these that are supplying and only getting this in. At least until the build is cleared. There's only one more. But one of the things I do like about this, and one of the reasons why I think you should try it as well, is how easy it is to build things, and especially get around. It just works. We can go around with no issues. Let's get some waves. And yeah, this is looking very good. New content unlocked. think that was some kind of flying thing we just shot down. Let's get some more defense. Let's just fill in this entire thing with walls. And we're quite excited to see what oh. It's not built, we just kind of destroy it without any issue. But as I was saying, I'm gonna be quite exciting to see what the later game in this game is about and what we can research in the tech tree as soon as we unlock it. I think that's gonna be very, very cool. So we are still producing enough, not quite enough over here. I have to give it this a bit more. Here is a belt. So hopefully this supplies enough fuel for all of this. So, wave 15. After this wave we'll be able to launch. We do have some flyers. So I think this is a good place to launch. We set wave 15 as our goal, but for the next episode, hopefully one of you can decide what kind of stage we should go to. We could spend a few minutes just gathering up more resources for here, but I'd rather not bore you with that. So let's launch and I'll show you how that works, and then we can go upgrade a bit in the tech tree before we end this episode. So let's launch our wave 15 as our goal. And here we go. Wave defense 15 and a lot of other stats. Got 3,000 lead and 4,000 copper. In theory we could have gone up to 4,000 of lead as well, but yeah, let's do this instead. So now we've done this. To unlock this one, oh, we need wave 20 in ground 0, and to unlock this one we can actually do that now. So this will probably be the one we'll do next episode, the frozen forest, and then go up to wave 15 unless more is needed up here. Wave 10, yeah, go to wave 15, I think that might be cool, and then we could do one where we go to wave 20 as well, and we can probably do that in a future episode as well. But before we start, let's look at this tech tree. I have no idea how big it is, but let's see what we should get. Generates power by burning flammable materials. We should probably get that. Don't know what it does. Might be good to have. A press. Oh, an anti-air gun. That might be good for the flyers. Let's get sorter. Seems like we have quite a lot of customization in this game. And as you can see, we have a ton left. Inverted sorter. Okay. Overflow gates. Oh, that's quite cool. An overflow one. So let's just buy whatever we can. Hopefully we have enough to buy it all. What is that? A bridge. Oh, we can make bridges over building. Yeah, that's quite cool. A miner drone factory. Ooh. Can we build robots? As you guys know, I do enjoy my robots. So that should be something we try as well next episode. I think that'll be cool. And silicon smelter we can get. A pyrite. Pyritize? Pyrite should be that. So that's pretty much all we can get with lead for now. The rest will need silicon and graphite and titanium. So yeah, I will end the episode here. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell button if you enjoy content like this. It will confirm in that you want to see more of this kind of content. But until next time, I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye guys.